Hey guys, today is day 11 conditioning. What we're going to focus on today is more sprint work. How we're going to do it is we're going to go a long distance sprint, a short distance sprint, and some walking lunges as well. So how we're going to start off is a warm up. We're going to go a jog, a walk, a sprint, or a walk, a jog, a sprint. The sprint is going to be the final, right? This is going to be the warm up. So how you want to do it? If you have access to a football field, that's the best thing to do for what we're going to be doing today. The reason being is you're going to need 50 yards and you're going to need 100 yards, right? We're going to do something called gassers today. So gassers are just basically longer distance sprints. So longer distances. A half gasser is going to be 50 yards. A full gasser is going to be the full 100 yards, which is going to be from one end zone to the other. So if you have access to a football field, that would be best. However, if you don't have access to a football field, I would definitely suggest finding a park or somewhere you could go to with a longer distance, right? So first thing that we're going to do, we're going to measure out, or if you want, you could pick your spots, right? So how you could do it is I'm going to measure this brown area, right, as my first starting point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sprint down to that other brown area. I'll show you guys. You'll see me doing it in the video one time as my 100-yard marker. In between that is my 50-yard, which is going to be my half gasser, right? So first thing what you're going to do is you're going to go walk, jog, sprint. So you're going to walk in the beginning down 100 yards. So you're going to start at the starting point, walk down to the other end 100 yards. Then what you're going to do from there back, you're going to jog, right? So add a little bit of speed into your jog back, right? From there. Finally, from here, you're going to sprint down 100 yards to the end, the 100-yard marker, right? That's going to be, you're going to do that twice, right? As always, I'm going to have all the information for sets, reps, distances, everything that you need. I'm going to put it in the info box below. So the first part of it, you're going to do full gassers, right? So full gassers, I'm going to start here. I'm going to go the 100 yards, which my endpoints that I kind of measured out, but I really didn't. What I'm going to assume is I'm going to include my full gassers from this brown patch of grass all the way down to the other brown patch of grass, right? You're going to sprint as hard as you can and as fast as you can. So from here, I'm going to sprint hard, right, all the way down to the brown. That's going to be a full gasser, right? You're going to do that 6 times. So how it's going to work is you're going to sprint down, that's going to be 1. From there, you're going to sprint back to the starting point, 2, sprint 3, sprint 4. You're going to do that 6 times. Then what you're going to do is that's a full gasser. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a half gasser. So a half gasser is from here halfway to your 100-yard marker, right? So halfway is I'm going to assume I'm going to make my own points is going to be that second patch of brown, right, in the grass. That's going to be my half gasser. If you have access to a football field, that's going to be 50 yards. So half gasser, that's going to be the second part. The third part, you're going to do walking lunges. So after you're done with your full gassers, which is the full 100-yard sprint, after you're done with your half gassers, which is the 50-yard sprint, you're going to do that back and forth as well, the same way as the full gasser, but shorter distance. You're going to finish off with walking lunges. So walking lunges, how you're going to do it, you're going to start at your starting point, right? What I'm going to assume as my walking lunges, so walking lunges you're supposed to do for 30 yards, right? So even shorter than your half gassers. What I'm going to make as my 30-yard marker is I'm going to make this random patch of grass, right? So how you do it, you're going to step forward, right? Don't have your knee collapse over your toes. So when you're actually doing a walking lunge, you're going to step, you're going to come a little bit forward, right? But focus on coming down as well. So forward and down From there, you're gonna balance on that front leg and take the next step. So how it's gonna look: here, balance, take the next step, balance, take the next step, balance, 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 and keep walking and continuing the lunge, right? That's gonna be for your 30-yard marker. If you, as I said, if you don't have access to the football field, make your own markers. So you're gonna have one longer distance, which is gonna be your full gassers. You're gonna have half that distance, which is gonna be your half gassers. And then you're gonna go walking lunges for about 30 yards, but make your distance. Make all 3 distances for yourself. Really push yourself. As I said, individualize it for yourself. So if you need to stop in between, if you need to slow down, do that as well. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe.